Caveman's back, baby. 2.0 evolution.
Side kick by Caveman. Southpaw stand. Both guys landing. He has control. Shot right. He's out. Big strike win for David Rickels.
Alright, bro, let's do this. Ready? Good enough. Let's wake up.
In my other fights, I thought I was being professional, you know? Here's the thing, my strategy for going into fights worked really great up until these last few fights. You know, I'm getting into higher competition and I've got to change things up. And coming off of this loss, this is where I make my climb to the rankings I want to be in.
Good morning.
Yep.
Good morning. Rise and grind, baby.
Just got back from Colorado. I did 14-mile hike and jog, 20 miles into the mountains. I've been going up to Manhattan to train with Joe Wilk. I just did a triathlon. Got 44th out of 300-some competitors and wake up the next day and hit a brutal training session. And like, I'm a strong believer of get up and get shit done.
Let's go, let's go.
Triathlon yesterday. Getting work in with Marquise today. This dude has no fucking chance.
This new trainer, Marquise, he added me on Facebook, and then, I mean, I feel like he might be able to tell the story a little better than me, though.
I'm Marquise Bradley, also known as Marquise Cut Fitness. You know, I'm an in-your-face trainer. I'm gonna make sure that you get the results you're looking for. You know, I can't train you to be good at all. I can only train you to be great. I got a message on Facebook one day. This guy's looking for a trainer. I looked him up, sent him a message. A day later, I get a response saying, yeah, man, I want to come check it out. Came in the first day, and I basically told him, I said, I don't care who you are or what you do or what you're known for, but by the end of this workout, I guarantee you're going to be on the ground. I kid you not, man. At the end of that workout, man, he looked up at me and said, man, I've been waiting for you. I've been needing you. What kind of effort is that? Oh, this is that halfway I want to be great effort. Let's see it. Come on.
Oh, man, god damn. He had me on those, that tire, pulling the tire and then ripping it back and forth, and basically telling me to quit. But there are so many opportunities to quit every day and everything that you do in life, and it's about fucking moving through it and not giving up.
We added a lot of mental stuff. You know, I believe mental toughness is 90% of the battle. So a lot of it is mentally, how drained can I get him mentally? And I want to see how far he's willing to push after that. You gotta mentally push yourself past these moments. Right now. Come on. You gotta want it. Oh, you gonna take a break and I'm gonna pull back. Every time
when he tells me I can't, that's why I want to go harder. That's why I want to do more. And he puts me through shit that nobody could even understand.
You better not stop. Every time I see you stop, I'm pulling back. Come on. I thought you was really the caveman. You just grew out and pretended to be him, huh? Oh yeah. You thought it was easy to get to the top? You thought they was gonna let you just get up there, huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah. It ain't no laying down to this. This is all real.
That's why I won't fall short. I won't quit. I got people around me like that. I'm going for the title, man. That's the work I put in. Round 2 about to come up. I know we ain't done yet.
All right, what's this? Rest time?
Nope.
Let's go. This way. Without a doubt. I mean, the first day, I promise you, Caveman lasted 15 minutes, 100%. You know, not having that break, not having that rest time, that break time, he wasn't prepared for it. So, you know, we get to push-ups and he gives me 10, and then he's on his knees. What the heck is this? This is something that he's been missing. This is something he's needed. And his old trainer is great, an awesome trainer, but it's just the two different styles. Gave him a mental shock. As, whoa, this is a little bit different than what I'm used to. He doesn't quit as easy. He pushes himself. And now he's tapped into a mindset that I'm going to be a beast. I'm going to do everything I can to get to where I need to be. You know, you can't break me. You know, I want to try to break him every workout. I want to try to break this man down to where he's on his back saying, I can't go no more. But that's not happening. That won't happen. And that's what I like about Caveman. It's his mindset, his attitude that whatever it's gonna take, he's willing to do.
Got in there with Marquise, and he just put me through the ringer, and that's exactly what a fight is. That's what he's doing for me. He is simulating a fight, man, because you're gonna want to quit in there. You're gonna want to stop throwing punches. You're gonna want to lay on your back and not get up. But here's the thing, you have to if you want to be successful. And I do not want to become weak. I will not be weak for this next fight. I'm going to be the strongest person that I've ever been.
I'm coming for you. October 24th, I'm going to be ready. I hope you are.
Mountain climbers.
If you want to be the best goddamn fighter, you have to push yourself every fucking second. That's what Marquise does for me every day, man. He makes me push myself to levels that are harder than most people could do in their life.
Let's go. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get out of there. Get out of there. Let's go. Come on. Ain't nobody gonna push us around. Let's go, baby. That's how we eat. That's how we eat. That's how we eat. You gotta want it, baby. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Come on, baby. Get away, baby. Let's go. Burpees. Let's go. Come on, come on. They trying to push you down. They said if you broke, you better turn up.
Let's go.
Eat.
We ain't playing around.
You're gonna see a belt around this. All right, that's why we hit it.
I'm coming for it.
That's why we hit it. We hit it until we see it. Marquise cut. I'm guaranteed to get you right, baby. I'm guaranteed to get you right.
I'm coming for one spot only. That's October 24th. Get my hand raised, being victorious in front of my home crowd. Ain't no better feeling in the world.
You know what? Don't even tell them. Let's show them. We just gonna show you. That's what it's about. We're not gonna tell you what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do it and let you tell us about what we did.
I'm Popeye strong right now. Come at me.
What's that, brother? That's what it's about.
Exactly.
That's what we need.
JMTK is Janjira Muay Thai, Kansas. That was the first gym that I ever joined, and it is still to this day the gym that I represent. I do a lot of my training here with Andy up here at Genesis, and you know, we've got a great squad, man. We really do. We got a lot of guys turning into pros, and it's directly related to Andy Zerger.
You know, when Dave actually first came to me, he came to me from a little suburb out of Wichita, Kansas called Derby. The only thing that was a little bit different about Dave is our gym back then, even as well as now, had quite a few professional fighters in it. It would kind of beat people up a little bit, but it was always kind of weird. Like you have so many different guys that come into the gym, they want to be a fighter. They come into the gym, we'll train them for a little bit, and they want to start fighting immediately. So pretty simple, we put them in the ring, and they start sparring against guys that are lower level amateurs, top level amateurs, beginner pros, top level pros. And we actually used to do that with Dave quite a bit. Not really long after he started training, like literally just weeks after he started training, and he didn't really have a problem with it. So it was pretty interesting. He took to it pretty quick, and we had him doing some kind of light sparring, some professional fighters just right off the bat, literally weeks after he came through the door.
Andy is my kickboxing coach, and he's taught me everything that I've known to this date, and he's still teaching me more stuff. How to kick people, how to punch people, how to knee people. Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and wrestling. And you know, he teaches the best kickboxing in the Midwest, period. He showed me everything I've known.
He came to me when he was about 17, 18 years old. I've been training for about 8 years now. I think one of his first fights was actually in a barn in Oklahoma. Kickboxing fight, knocked the guy out first or second round. So I kind of knew from there that he actually might be a little somebody to spend a little extra time with.
At the end of the day, you're fist fighting another person. Okay, my goal is to beat the shit out of the other guy. This fight game is win by any means necessary, whether it's chokes, submissions of breaking the arms, knocking them out, or TKO them. Mostly, I just want to stand up and punch and kick and knee the other person. You will never get a crowd as hype when you're just throwing hands with somebody. I mean, that's just what people like to see, and that's what I like to give to the crowd. I love giving the crowd a knockout or a TKO and finishing a guy with my hands and feet.
We've had some good sparring sessions with Dave, some top-notch fighters he gets a chance to spar with. So like I said before, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with for sure. For his next fight, he got some defensive things he'd like to go ahead and work on for sure a little bit. Just little minor tweaks. Dave's nice aggressive offensive game is still strong, Defensively, I'd probably say, you know, we're going to try to kind of iron out some small kinks. His defensive attack.
I know you already know because you do it to me all the time on this last couple days. I noticed that if you go 2 to the body, almost ever, because they only think
Hardly anybody does that, man.
you do it too when you run at him. He's like,
I just truly think one of his biggest strengths is that he's trained properly. And there's a lot of guys, even at high levels, that really aren't even trained real proper. It's crazy. It's hard to explain, but like, you know, a lot of fighters out there kind of know what I'm talking about. You'll see some guys that are pretty top level. They might be really athletic, or they might be able to hit really hard, or they might just have one certain thing about them that's getting them so far. Dave, luckily, he came from a gym. He's trained very properly. He's a good grinder. He likes to put pressure. He sticks to his game plan, and a lot of times he doesn't veer from it. So that's kind of a special thing. He's very good at that.
Who all got fights coming up? Cody fighting on the Bellator? Hell yeah.
Zach's gonna
fighting on the Bellator?
No.
Oh, shit.
The one in KC.
Oh, for real?
Cody's trying to find me one on the 12th for Victory in Omaha still. But they said they got to find somebody local.
That's what they should, dude. You should do a rematch.
He said he was going to go pro before he fought me, but I mean, I'm sure they asked him. You know, I mean, he's local.
So whose dick do I got to get a prostitute to suck to get on the Bellator card?
Dude, I've been asking them. I've kept asking them, man.
I've made basically a living off of Bellator, man, and I'm proud of working for this company. Their commentator, Sean Wheelock, came to a fight down here in Wichita and saw me, you know, beat the shit out of some guy. And he was like, damn, you guys got to sign this guy. So they gave me a couple trial fights for Bellator, and, you know, I finished those guys both in the first round, I believe, and then, you know, it took off from there. They signed me to a 3-fight contract in which I got into the tournament, the first 170 tournament, and knocked a guy out in 16 seconds. So, you know, that's how I got into Bellator, and that's how I've made my name.
Your dick is twice as big as that kid's dick. Are you telling me that little dick motherfucker's gonna whip your ass? And I'll just be talking all this shit, and all of a sudden I'll look over at the Bellator people, and they're all looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? And so they, on SpikeTV, they basically like know that when I'm mic'd up, they gotta be careful what they're gonna do or not. Well, on the Spanish channel, they don't edit English because it's Spanish channel. So they just translate it. So the Spanish guys were saying that, like, basically I'm a big hit on the Spanish Bellator broadcasts because they'll just go to my mic and I'll be like, you big veiny dick motherfucker. Like, my role is mostly that of a motivator. You know, David's coach Andy, kickboxing coach Andy Zerger, and him and I corner together as a team. And usually he's more of the technical guy, and I'm more of the getting Dave amped up and screaming and yelling and motivating him guy. You know, I stay on him. If I see him in the fight and I feel like he's trying to take a break, I'm pushing him to keep working and make the other guy work.
I think that I've had a sound system. I think that I've been very fortunate, man, to have just been extremely gifted in my skill set. But there's a lot of things that I can still change, man. You can always get better. I think that I'm young enough in this sport, man, that I'm going to excel to great lengths, but if I've got to make small changes on the way to do that, to be a professional. And, you know, losing that weight this last time really put that in my mind, man, that I had to make changes and be a professional fighter.
David's a super talented kid, and everybody knows that. And, you know, I think being here in Wichita when he was a little bit younger, there's a lot of outside influences, and not all of them were positive ones. So I'm watching him do the things that I was doing younger in my career. And what I did is I went and snatched him up, and I was like, hey man, why don't you come to Manhattan, come live here for a while, focus on training, get away from some of these people and everything, and a lot of these outside influences. David did a lot of growing up, and in turn it helped me do a lot of growing up really too, almost as a kind of a mentor role. I wish I could be here every second to help him in every training session, and I know he feels the same way. Our current situation, it's not how it can be done. I own a business and run a business in Manhattan. David's family's here in Wichita, but the good news is it's 2 hours, so we make it happen still. We're going to continue to do that and continue to find as much time as possible to train together.
When I'm down in Manhattan, you know, the training isn't necessarily different. There's a lot of grappling involved, a lot of good grapplers up there, where we've got some better strikers down here. Joe's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. They've got Jake Lindsay, who's in the UFC, purple belts, black belts, brown belts, and everything I need to get ready for a fight. I prefer striking. I absolutely want to stand and kickbox in my fights. And the thing is, there's a lot of people that want to grapple, okay? And if I cannot stop them from trying to grapple me and wrestle me to the ground, then I'm out of my element. For me to keep it standing and keep it kickboxing, I have to do a lot of grappling myself.
19, 20. Days off, baby. This is my city. Okay, overhand uppercut. Okay.
One on the chin.
I'm coming for you. I'm gonna be the champion. Going for the belt. Feel the beard. Beware the caveman.
Patricky Pitbull, a tournament finalist in Season 4. David Rickels, a tournament winner in Season 8. Only one will advance to the semifinals of this lightweight tournament here in Season number 10.
Buddy, you ready? Buddy, you ready? Fight!
The bell in round number 1.
The things that make David a lot of people's favorite fighter, those same things can be very dangerous. The last fight was a good example. Fearless isn't always the most intelligent way to fight, but it's the damn most exciting way. But being fearless, to an extent, can also get you into trouble.
We flew through the first round a little easier than we thought. Us as a team got a little overconfident.
Going to the last fight, I really wasn't enjoying training. I was more so pushing myself to train. You never want to think of excuses or this or that, but I was hating dieting. I was hating waking up and working my ass off every day. Most of fighting is a mental game, so you know, I don't want to say my head wasn't in the last fight because I was more than determined. I just think it was exactly where my head needed to be.
It's not like we thought the first round was very easy, or we sure didn't think Pitbull was very easy. And then, you know, sometimes you get a little overconfident, the hands can come down, you can make little small mistakes, and that's kind of a little bit what happened.
In the first round, I had felt a little bit of his power, and I knew he had some. but I felt really confident, man. I was landing good strikes. I was out striking him for sure, and I felt really good with that.
He's a gunslinger, and he's not going to take it easy. He's not going to play it safe. He is not the kind of kid that would ever take a safe decision over the chance to knock some guy out and make an exciting fight.
Dave was doing very good in the first round. I actually looked at the judges' scorecards. He actually won the first round.
Never in the fight did I feel like I was outbeat, you know, like he was a better fighter. You know, going into the second, man, like the crowd was just so crazy loud, man, like, and I wanted to finish him so bad. I wanted it so bad. I think I just got a little slack in my defense, and you know, I think that's when he made me pay for it.
We were a little overconfident, kind of came in blazing a little too hard, hands down in the second round. That's when he got caught.
That's a time when most fighters kind of retreat, try to cover up, maybe dance a little bit and get away and recover. Instead, he took a shot and he planted his feet and tried to knock the guy out.
The first punch was behind my head. He caught me on the back of the head and kind of wobbled me. That's when I backed up. And it only took one more shot, you know, right on the jaw to put me down. When he hit me, I fell. And I hit the mat, and I looked up at him, and I could see the ref coming in, and I knew that, you know, the fight was over, and just immediate disappointment.
It's definitely frustration for sure. I think he probably might say the same thing.
It's heartbreaking. You watch someone train so hard and work so hard, and then it doesn't work out for him on that one night. You know, David said, I don't want to be like every other fighter. I don't want to just have this career be a journeyman. You know, he's like, I want to be the best.
I was devastated and really upset, man, because I don't see myself as average. I see myself as great. And that moment right then, man, it takes that vision away from you, and you know, you feel human, basically. And I don't like to feel that way. I like to feel like a fucking superhero monster who could do anything that I wanted to. And that was just, I mean, painful.
Those are some hard moments for David and I, you know what I mean? And I just, he was heartbroken, you know, and it's because of how much we invest into this and how much we put into this.
That night was definitely the worst feeling for me, man, like losing in front of the hometown. It's really hard to explain exactly how deep and dark of a feeling it is to like lose that way and then be upset about your training and man, it's just like the lowest of low. It's like you're at the bottom of a dark well and you can't get out. And I feel like I let down all of everybody that was there, you know, and like to have everyone support you so much and then for you to lose is really hard on you, man. You feel like you let all those people down. Thank God I have a good support system, man, like Joe Wilk and Andy and my coaches, and you know, they do a good job of letting me know that shit happens, man, and it's time to move on to the next one.
Caveman's future champ. Future champ right here, you're looking at it. It's all up here, I believe it. I'm coming for it, man. I'm telling you, ain't no one gonna hold me back. I'm gonna get this dude October 24th, I'm gonna ask for the next best dude. Rise my way to the top. I wanna get that shiny belt and bring it back to Wichita.
You know, I've got another chance to make a fucking name for myself in this town here October 24th, and you know, I don't want to be the guy that loses twice in a row to his hometown. And we're gonna be going all week. No rest for the wicked. Somebody's gonna catch a serious ass whooping, man. Like, I am refocused, re-energized, and better than I've ever been in my entire life. And man, I just think this game is mental, and I'm just a mental monster right now, and I'm just not to be fucked with. So I'm coming after somebody, and you know, really the statement that I want to make, man, is I want to go out there and I want to finish this motherfucker in the first round, finish him, and let people know that I'm back, man, and I'm coming for the belt, and to look out. You know, I've always, you know, man, like, I don't fight just to be mediocre. I want to be one of the greats, and this is the fight where people start to see that.
David, the Caveman, Tonight I'm coming home.
My prediction for this fight with Dave is the same as always. Strap up. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. He's going to come out swinging and banging. I guarantee a finish. And no matter what you do, beware Caveman.